Hello everybody and welcome once again to Leeds Playhouse First Floor. And my name is Liddell Bryant. I'm a professional actor and I've had the pleasure of working here at Leeds Playhouse on the stage and within creative engagement many times. And I'm here today to explore with you guys at home, where it's all about just trying something new. It's 15 minutes for you to take for yourself to be mindful and to try something new. The approach that I take to warming up is one of mind, body and soul, and every actor has their own different approach, but I'm giving you a little bit of an insight into my technique and approach to warming up. So I have some ground rules that some disclaimers as well, just to say, be careful, make sure that you've got enough space to explore, to move around in. Make sure you're not knocking anything over or stumping your toe on anything. Also, first of all, I just want to say hello, Isabel. Yeah, hi, how you doing? Good. Okay, the other thing is to make sure that your injuries, like I've got some knobbly knees that need to be taken care of. If you've got any injuries, do be careful. Also, comment. We like to hear from you, like Isabel's already said hello, so come on guys, say hello. I want your interaction today. We'll be looking at some of the things that we've done from previous weeks, so if you're with us, please tell us what your favourite parts were, and I'll be urging you to do that throughout. Okay, the last things are my ground rules, which are let yourself go. Just let yourself go. It's all about exploring and having some fun. There's no right or wrong. You might feel a little bit silly at moments, as sometimes I do, but that's what it's all about. It's all about exploring and just taking on a new energy. The final thing is be brave, and I've said it again, I'll say it again, have fun. Okay, so I always start off with the mind aspect of things. Before I do that though, I want to say hello to Emily. Hello Emily, good morning to you. The mind aspect of things, usually I like to sit and read something, but we don't have time to read a whole story or a whole article today, so just some inspirational quotes from some of my favourite actors and creatives is what I like to bring to you guys. So, Kwame Kwei Ahmed, the artistic director of The Young Vic, he once said that your voice is everything. That's not just a physical voice, that's our expressiveness, our creativity is everything. So be creative in this space today, whatever space it is that you've got set up at home, be creative and let your voice be heard. Okay, the next one is the best way to guarantee a loss is to quit. That was said by Morgan Freeman. Now, many times, a career as an actor isn't easy. I've thought about giving up many times, but that's the best way to guarantee a loss, right? So we just got to keep on going. So if you've got something in your life that you'd like to keep on going with, keep on going with it. All right. So the next one is be thankful for what you have, and you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. That was said by Oprah Winfrey. And she also said, turn your wounds into wisdom. So what wounds have we got? We're all suffering a little wound right now, right? It seems like it's healing up almost. You know, things are getting back to some sense of the new norm, so to speak. So let's turn all of that into wisdom. And when we can all have a big hug again, let's do that. But not right now, okay? Right now, we're going to warm up. That's right. So first thing I want to do is just make sure that we've got blood flowing in all of our body, really. So we're going to start with the wrists. And just take a little step. Just start with two little steps on the, and then moving that from the wrists into the elbows. We did this in previous weeks, so if you know where we're going, you know where we're going, okay? And then moving that into the arms. We're gonna move through it a little bit quicker this week, yeah? And just keep on stepping, just to start finding that rhythm, yeah? And let that go into a swing. And when we come back up, let's come up onto our tiptoes, and let's allow our arms to go back the other way. Okay, all right. So allow our arms to swing side to side now, and just allow that step to be from side to side. Okay, now we're gonna go into the hips. So just Saturday Night Fever. Come on, little Saturday Night Fever. Just around, and the other way, Yep, okay, just from side to side now. And let's have the legs together and just concentrating on the knees. concentrating on the knees, and just get those circles into the knees. Around about 4 or 5 each way will do. And then we're going to move into our ankles. Just circulating the ankles and the other way now, and the other way. Now as we go, what I want you to start thinking about is leading, allowing a certain part of your body to lead. So what I mean by this is just imagine, let's say we're going to start with the knees. Let's just imagine that you've got some string that's pulling your knees forward, and you're allowing your body to be led by this particular part of your body, So allow the knees to, and if it takes you one way and then another way, allow that to be the case. If it widens your hips, if it makes them closed in, just explore. Okay, let's move into, if anybody's got any suggestions with parts of the body that they might like to lead with, then do say so. Okay, let's allow the hip to lead us and to take us in certain directions. And then we're gonna, in a moment, move that into our finger, and allow our finger to point us in whatever direction. Maybe it's coming at you and you need to stay out of the way, and just allow your body to explore these different things. And the next thing I want you to do is start thinking about leading with the nose. Okay, leading with the nose. And as you lead with the nose, I want you to think about smelling a skunk has just sprayed in your living room or your bedroom or wherever it is that you are. And start to experience that in the whole of you. And you're trying to find where that smell is and where it's coming from. And maybe you find it, and then you start leading with the mouth. And as you lead with the mouth, I want you to imagine that you can taste a sour lemon, and allow that sour lemon to take control of your whole body. And it's almost as if you just want it to go. Okay, now shake that off. Okay. And just take a breath. We're going to continue with being led by different parts of our body, but now we're going to incorporate the same piece of music that we've been using throughout. It's called Let Yourself Go by a good friend of mine called Nicky Feelgood, and we are going to allow this to take us on a journey. Hit me with the music, Mr. Music Maestro. All right. Now, let's think about our elbow leading us and see where the elbow takes us. Maybe the elbow just makes you go in circles. Maybe it has you going up and down. And try and find whatever rhythm it is that you feel. If it's both elbows, maybe they're pulling you apart. Maybe they're taking you in different directions and you feel pulled apart. Allow that to now go into the wrists. And maybe it's both wrists. And it goes high and it goes lower. And maybe it goes in between your legs. And maybe you find yourself in a bit of a tangle, but how are you going to undo that and make sure that the wrists take control again? Okay, all right. And now let's start thinking about leading with the chin. And start incorporating some of our animalistic characteristics that we had from last week. Maybe the meerkat has us looking around. Maybe the meerkat's still this week. And let's move that into the shoulder now. The shoulder's always a fun one because it can take us on a journey. And maybe it's coming at us again, just like the finger was. And you want to try and stay out of the way of your own shoulder if you can, if that's possible, and shake that off. Okay, all right. I just want you to step now. Just take that elbow to the knee, 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 and make that twice. Okay, all right, yeah, okay. Just moving now, moving from side to side Okay, and if you remember, during the first week, we started to use some physical energy, some ideas of it being a happy vibe. So maybe finally, we were able to go and enjoy the sunshine, like the sunshine was out yesterday, and is out today. And just bask in the ambience of this sun and let your whole body explore what it means to be in the sunshine. Once again, we're able to meet outside, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And maybe bring it in a bit more. Be like a child exploring. Maybe we can be like a regal child. Maybe we can be the superhero that we had from last week or the week before. Explore your inner superhero and allow that superhero to move now. Our solid steps, as I call them, chest out, nice and strong, ready to take over the world, for good reasons, of course. Ready to spread a good energy and allow that superhero to move around the space and move from direction to direction. And just take a breath. And let's move into the vocal part of our warm-up. As we chew, imagine that you're chewing a piece of rubber. Don't swallow it, guys, just chew. And it's really tough to chew. And you're chewing, and you chew as hard as you can, and as much as you can. And allow that to become part of your whole body now. Chew with the whole of your body. And then we're gonna do some horse lips. Okay, and just massage your vocal apparatus around the lips. Around the lips, just massage the cheeks and just underneath the jawline, just to loosen up. Just loosen up our vocal apparatus. Okay, now we're gonna go into one of my most fun parts of the warm-up. These are our tongue twisters for today. These ones are a little bit tricky. I'm a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but let's give them a go anyway. If a dog chews shoes, whose shoes does he choose? It's not that bad, actually. If a dog chews shoes, whose shoes does he choose? If a dog chews shoes, whose shoes does he choose? If a dog chews shoes, whose shoes does he choose? If a dog chews shoes, whose shoes does he choose? See if you can get your mum, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, your best friend to say that as fast as they can. The final one is friendly fleas and fireflies and fresh fried fish. Friendly fleas and fireflies and freshly fried fish. Friendly fleas and fireflies and freshly fried fish. Friendly fleas and fireflies, freshly fried fish. Friendly fleas and fireflies and freshly fried fish. Friendly fleas and fireflies and freshly fried fish. Friendly fleas and fireflies and freshly fried fish. Take a moment and breathe. Take a moment and breathe. And we'll just finally do some sun salutations, just to bring us back to a more centered place. And just breathe. Remember what we said about breathing. Sometimes we forget to breathe. It's important that we take a breath throughout the course of our day and just fill our bodies with fresh oxygen. Usually what I like to do at this point of my warm-up is just take a moment to just be still, just to meditate or to pray. Sometimes I lie down in semi-supine, and I'll show you exactly what that is. You just take a moment and lie down on the ground. And if your heart's beating, you'll be able to hear it beating against the floor. With your knees up, your legs up, heels tucked in towards your bottom, and just breathe. You can close your eyes if you want, or you can look straight up at the ceiling. And usually I'd stay in that position for maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe even longer if I have time. Today we unfortunately don't. But when we come up in this way onto our fours, and then lean back onto our heels. Now just move over so you can see. And rather than just standing straight up, we allow our vertebrae to just stack one on top of the other, keeping the chin down and raising the chin up. And hopefully you should feel a little bit taller. And just breathe. Okay, so that is our final daily warm-up. I feel a little bit sad. I'm not really going to cry. All that's really left to say is it's been wonderful having you over the last couple of weeks. And we look forward to welcoming you when the doors at the Leeds Playhouse open back up. Fingers crossed, that will be soon. And if you'd like to send any comments through, just send them through to engagement@leedsplayhouse.org.uk. And I hope to see any of you around. I haven't got a chance to see you, but you have seen me. So if you see me on the corridors of the Playhouse or in any workshops, pop in and say hello. All that's left to say is thank you very much and have a beautiful day.